From there, I found people, right? People who are artists now doing stuff, and we would go to gigs together. Tunatembea, tunatoka hapa KNT, tunakama hapa KNT kuvibe, kila mtu anapitia KNT, right? Hapa KNT kuvibe, tunatembea, tunaenda West Nyama Mama for Jamhuri session, tunatoka tunaenda K1, and we are a lot of us, and after that tunatoka nini. That thing, it just inakupatia experience. I don't think I'd have met these people if I didn't go through that place. You understand? And that musical knowledge of music business of this and that, it was there. And every time Sauti you graduate to the next level, you have to do a concert. So the anxiety of performing, it was, but it was because you have to do it, then you will do it, right? Because if it was up to me and I say I'm looking for a show and I'm thinking, means Mambele, I would say, what is tricky? But because it's cool, yeah, it's cool and you have to do it, then we did it, and I mean, I can say it changed my life. I never regret being there. Yeah.
I'm really not your ex, so don't compare me to your ex. And if you really miss him there, where is she? How we can be friends? I understand alikuwa na mado. You made some trips mulifika ngambo. And girl, I know that you're worth more. I really do, baby. But what to do once it's all gone? I understand that he had some swag. Dolce and Gabbana, you wore some Gucci bags. But that material love is what you said you're running from. Sambona tuna agijia vitu peti, ati unadunga jeans, yeye makaki. Mbona unaleta komvi, for you some chips, mimi samaki. Girl, understand we're two different people. Me and your ex-boyfriend will never be equal. I'm really not your ex, so don't compare me to your ex. And if you really miss him then, where is she? How we can be friends? Penzi ni tamu, na pia ni sumu. See, this is stolen water, stay sweet. I'm telling you, baby, cause I don't wanna cheat, no, nah. See, she called me last night, like the way we ended up, what thing wasn't right, no. But I know it's a lie, cause the last thing she said is I'm not her type. But now I get to say no. In fact, I think that she should go. Now I call my girl, not Dakari show. That baby, my ex is in town. She call right when you're not around. Anataka kuniseti, no, cause what we have she's not getting. Oh no, I'll let her know. Nitamu show, I'm not cheating on my baby, no. I'm not cheating on my baby, no. I'm not cheating on my baby, no. sijui hii ni chuchu, hii lazima iwe vudu, tamu bado chungu. Tell me what to do, still stuck on you boo, lakini we ni swara kwa ngozi ya kondoo. Nawe ni mwizi umeiba yangu moyo. Itabidi ninywe supu, cause girl you got me weak to my knees. I'm begging mercy please, have mercy on me, cause you know that you're the one that I adore. Yet you keep on walking through the door, but I keep falling. I keep falling. I keep falling over and over and over again. Yes, I'm falling for my toxic ex. You're that one drug that cures me, same drug that kills me. Mpenzi huoni, waniumiza mami, niweke huru na mi, au nifunze tu kupenda kama wewe, bila hisia ila kwako mwenyewe.
Mimi ni African Vic, a singer, songwriter, right? I'm more of a performing artist. I record as well, but I love being on stage more because the interaction with people is irreplaceable, right? Yeah, them with your music and stuff is just beautiful. Well, from my perspective, I think both of them are very essential, right? Because there are people you can reach with a recorded song that you can't reach with you performing, right? People who are very far away, right? Yeah. So yeah, so the market is limited, right? It also depends with your intention, right? You can just choose to be a performing artist. Sikuwa mse nasoma hivyo nilikuwa tu hapo and in terms of imagine sijafanya madrama festival na manini mob. I just started singing. I liked music. I loved music from when I was very young. Not before I joined school. At that time I moved to, I think this was class 6, 7. No, 7, 8. I moved to boarding in Happyland iko hapo Harambee. Yeah, ni watoto wako Islands watajua. But yeah, iko hapo Harambee. That's where I did my class 7 and 8 boarding. And after that, took a move to Buru phase 4, right? Hiyo ndo time kwa naingia high school. Nikaenda shule inaitwa Pioneer School kwa Murang'a, Maragwa. Huko ndo nimesomea high school from 1 to form 4. Hiyo nilikuwa shule moja that whole time. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd like to say. Well, wasisema hivyo, ukiwa ndani unajua. Ukiwa ndani ndio unajua, but it was a nice school. Wacha nisichome. It was a nice school. Okay, yeah. I enjoyed. I mean, to be honest, I didn't enjoy high school. I wouldn't like to go back to high school. For whatever reason. See, I spending masomo, but I mean, that high school experience for me. Apparently, I was not bullied. There was no bullying there. I'm actually a really tough guy. I'd like to think so. I like to think so. Kabla unikalie, tutapigana. That got me in trouble with people, but I still survived and I was not bullied though. But the experience was not all that. Yeah, I saw him. And then after that is when I joined Sauti Now. That was the same time I was entering university, JQuat. Yeah, I went to JKUAT by the town campus. Hapa Tao. Sikuenda Juja. So nilikuwa tu hapa. And I was doing Sauti at the same time. It was a hustle, but I made it through. Finished Sauti, finishing school. So yeah, now we are here. We've been doing music ever since. I discovered I could sing when I was in class 4. It is class 4, so upper primary. Yeah, that's when I knew I could sing. Before that, nilikuwa na rap. Nilikuwa kind of rap. Nilikuwa napenda bongo sana. So hii song ya Likiba flani, I can't even remember the rap. Hiyo Cinderella something. Yeah. Rudi home wewe, rudi nyumbani. Yeah, so there was a rap there and I used to love it, you know. And ile binti kiziwi, the binti kiziwi, I used to love those songs and I knew izo my rap na. At that time I was enjoying the rapping beat. Before that time I did not know I could sing, right? I just loved music in general and I was rapping more. So at that time gospel was heavy in Kenya, gospel music. So I used to know a lot of those kinds of music, you know. Yeah, I don't think I can remember one. Emoji, Danko, we are one day, we are one day to know. Hallelujah, one day. It's one of those. I don't know if you know the songs, but at that time, that's the song I used to love a lot. And yeah, and then when I was in class 4 now, I realized I could sing. I have a voice. And then when I sang, everyone wanted me to sing everywhere, like kwa parade, kwa staff room, and then I was very shy. I was very shy. I'm naturally an introvert, so watu wananipatia anxiety, manzesi at all, you know. Watu wananipatia anxiety kuombelea wase. Funny thing, and I like to perform, you know, but when I'm on stage, it's like once music imeanza, all that thing goes away. But before I go on stage, I feel like, my goodness, namalizwa, you know, there are people and all that. Yeah, so it was very scary at that point. And then when I was in class, I think class 7 and 8 at that time, I reduced my singing a lot because I felt like I sound like a girl, right? And then, you know, sasa ndio adole imeshika, and then hautaki kukaa kama ule mse wanaude mob, unajua, unanufi. Yeah, umama. So nikatulia on my singing. And then when I went to high school, nobody knew I could sing until Form 2. You know, I was just kept it under waters, and I would just sing to myself, you know, until at one point, I think it was an English class, and they were speaking about some talent things and stuff, and then I just sang, because when I sing, it just came out, right? And then before, like, hey, bro, hey, so, hey, you know, and then that's people in my class now. When everybody in the school knew I could sing was in Form, I think it was that Form 2 now, when we were going for some musical thing, and we had to perform at the parade ground before we went for the competition thing. Yeah. And then I sang, and it was like 15 seconds of fame that day. You know, we were tulikuwa rende, but I had a verse in the song. We were singing Nerea by Sauti Sol, and we were a group of us, and I had a verse, the second verse, I remember. Wenda kawa something, and I sang the verse, and that's how, like, I stood out, I guess. Yeah, they knew I could sing, so. Nimezaliwa Kayole. That's where I was born. I was very small at that time. Nimezaliwa Kayole. I have some small memories za huko, and then to move to Maringo. in Islands yote. That's me. So at that time nilianza kusoma primary school into Dr. Kraft, iko Marish, right? And then after that we moved to Buru, phase 1. Tuko watu watano, mimi ni last born. Yeah, but 3 guys, 2 girls. I think I'd like to say I'm blessed with the most supportive siblings, I'd say, and mother. Yeah, I just have my mother, and she's one of the most supportive people. Ukiulizwa ukitaka grow up unataka kuwa kama nani, kama mangu, unanifeel. She's one of the strongest people I know, and she's raised amazing children. I'd like to say, me being one of them, not to brag, I thank God. But for my like, with regards to my siblings, manzi ndio nasema they are very 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 supportive people. Both of my sisters and my brothers, right? Juu unajua sana ina need do na wame come through at that time, wamekuwa come through. Ndio msanii in terms of doing it as a career, but my big sister can sing. Both of them can sing, and my niece now, one of the daughters of my sisters, yeah, and my mom. I think the best part about my childhood was being the last born. Yeah. Yeah, ilikawa na favor mob for my siblings, your attention, unanifeel. But I was closest to my sister, my big sister. Well, they're both older than me, but the bigger one, the older one. Inaanza na brother yangu Mso, and then my sister, and then my other sister, and then my brother, and then me. Yeah. So the girls are in the middle. Yeah. So yeah. So the second born. Yeah. Yeah. I was closest to her. So she was older than me, and I was just the kid of the house. Yeah. And yeah. I mean, I don't like to, because brother yangu ameniacha na miaka, lakini si mwagu mwenye ameniacha hapa. Yeye ni chali, so ana shughuli zake, unanifeel. Unanifeel, yeah. Just like how they say girls are closer to their dads and guys are closer to their moms in a way. So yeah, I think that's how it has been, to be honest. Yeah. That's an interesting story. There was a friend of mine called Larry, and the sister was the one going to audition for Sauti. So I was taking her, and I was going to try Sauti as a by the way, because I hate these competition things. The many times that I've done them, I've always flopped, right? I always, like, I've gone for one competition, I was removed in the first round. Another one, did I even make it anywhere? Well, other ones, they didn't even choose me. A lot of them, even the ones that were online during COVID, I mean, I don't think these competition things, they never work out for me. But in Sauti was one of them, way before anything else, because you have to audition to enter the school, right? So I was taking her to audition, and me, I would just audition like a by the way. I mean, if it works out, cool. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. So I took her and we went to audition, and she did the audition. At this point nimefika, naona wase wengi, never seen this before. Kila msee na guitar nini, wase then naambiwa ndo wingie lazima kuna guitarist. Mimi story ya guitarist sijaikuwa nayo before.
Wewe unaweza kucheza?
Sikuwa naweza cheza, sikuwa najua guitar. Okay, najua guitar. Everybody knows a guitar and stuff, but hiyo story ya kuwa na instrumentalist and all that, I not known music to that, like in that light, right? And nafika hapo na lazima kuwa instrumentalist, so nazunguka nikiambia utanichezea, hapana mimi nachezea msee nini, nimekuwa hapa mimi nataka kuishia nini, and then eventually I got a guy to play for me. Okay, I can't even remember his name, so rude, but yeah, but he agreed to play for me, and we went in. He played for me. At that time, I auditioned with Justin Bieber. Yeah, cover. That's you should go and love yourself. Yeah, that song, Justin Bieber. And then they liked it and they told me to come for the second audition. So the girl I went with, she did not go through. Can you imagine how weird that was going back home? It's just like, what do I say, you know? Ukiambu kuja nini, the next, on Tuesday, then the next audition was on a Tuesday. This first one was on a Saturday, right? So, come Tuesday, then you've made it through this round. Yeah. So now she got some kind of letter that was telling her, you can apply for a private class, maybe, you know, and just like, what do I do, you know? So yeah, that's how it started in Sauti. First thing is that awareness of the industry and how it is, right? Because in Sauti, okay, let me just mention it. They make you aware of how the whole scene is, right? The music industry, how it is and how things are running, right? The vocal exercises and stuff, it was good. But my big take from it was that awareness, because from there I found people, right? People who are artists now doing stuff, and we would go to gigs together. Tunatembea, tunatoka hapa KNT, tunakama hapa KNT kuvibe, kila mtu anapitia KNT, right? Hapa KNT kuvibe, tunatembea, tunaenda West Nyama Mama for Jamhuri session, tunatoka tunaenda K1 and we are a lot of us, and after that tunatoka nini. That thing, it just inapatia experience. I don't think I'd have met these people if I didn't go through that place. You understand? And that musical knowledge of music business of this and that, it was there. And every time Sauti you graduate to the next level, you have to do a concert. So the anxiety of performing, it was, you know, but it was because you have to do it, then you will do it, right? Because if it was up to me and I say I'm looking for a show and I'm thinking, means Mambele, I would say, what is it? Tricky. But because it's cool, yeah, it's cool and you have to do it, then we did it, you know, and I mean, I can say it changed my life. I never regret being there. Yeah. Sauti, right? I knew in high school, I was so sure this is what I want to do. But then with how things are, logically speaking, it would be risky. Unafaa kupata job, when you knew upate job, sasa mziki itakulisha aje. But mimi nilikuwa najua nataka kudu mziki. So I thought I'd do like something on the side and stuff. But once I was in Sauti, still at the beginning I was still fighting, you know, just like sasa niko bado shule, so I can justify that I'm doing this thing as I'm still in school. But Gafka place, that was level 3, right? So Sauti kuna level 1, 2, 3, and 4. So level 3 is a songwriting class. Na tulikuwa nafunzwa na Dex, Mordecai, the band, he was a songwriting teacher. At this point is when I was just like in my head, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. It can either work or work. Like, there's no B plan. I can't get it in my head at that moment. I was like, what? No, I can't. To be honest, I can't place it. I don't know why. It's just like let there be light. No, I liked hearing myself, you know. But people really liked it, and church. And mekwa church. Mimi niko church mpaka leo. Yeah. So at church they thought I could really sing. At that moment is when, well, to me, it was never like a thing. I just really enjoyed to do it, you know. But that's why being in front of people still scared me, and I could let go of singing easily because I was just like, this is really putting me in an uncomfortable position. I'm like, everywhere you go, it's utwimbi. You know, you're like, hapana. But then the validation after that felt good. Can't lie. This is like, It felt good, but still, I'd rather choose peace than being in front of people. It was just like, wow. Sauti, there was so much pressure, but I enjoyed it. Funny thing, I mean, it was my space. It is where I thrived. Yeah, you know, there are things that were tricky, you know, because there are people singing there and people singing better than you. People were good and they're catching things fast. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. There were tough days, but to be honest, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I've received a lot of support. Right, my level 4 teacher, this was Priska, right? She got me my first gig at Engage, right? Yeah, that's the first time I performed at Engage. I was like, Mimi, Engage, what? Kitambo. Well, I've done a couple of Engage, yes, now. But that first one, I mean, it was something because it was like, hey, me. That's quite amazing. So Engage is what we did. The first time that's Priska. I'd also like to thank Dex Mordecai. There's a gig he got me and I was opening for her to the band. What? I was opening for her to the band. So it was a big deal to me because I like their music, I love their songwriting stuff, and it is amazing. I like to thank as well Noel Grass. I met him at Engage. Learned a lot from him and the experience, you know, the people I've met. I like to thank Engage itself. True. Who else? Well, Bob Miranda. That's the guy who does my videos. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. And through all this, I've just learned that true wealth is in people. Yeah. True wealth is in people. It's not the amount of money you have. I mean, money is important, don't get me wrong. But you can have a lot of money, but it can be restricted to some places, right? There are spaces you can't get in even without, and even if you get in, it won't be the same, you know. Unajua kama kupatia mtu wa sound, mixer noma na ajui kutumia, feel is the most expensive thing. But if you get, say, anajua kenye anadu, na hata mixer ni ya ufala, atafanya kazi poa. So the true wealth for me is in people, right? Yeah. And there's so many other people that I've not mentioned, probably I don't remember right now, but I'll give one that was on stage. This was at Cafe Ngoma Awards. There's a time I performed. And I've never felt such love from people that I did not know. You know, because I mean, it was an award show, and the love that I felt as I was coming off stage, it was amazing. That moment is still in my head, stuck in my head, and that's one of the best moments that I can ever think of, right? Yeah, I can ever think of. And recently there was a show called, I think last year, The Vibe, and it's the first time I had people singing my song like that, you know, when I was singing, and then the lights went off, so the sound went off, and they kept on singing. It was beautiful. These friends of mine, they are magical people. I just like to thank them as well. My friends, manzi, they come for my shows and they do amazing. Unajua hiyo time ukiwa stage na watu wanaweza kaa ngumu, wanaweza kausha mbaya mpaka wanafanya una feel manzi hakuna kitu na do, na probably hata si because hakuna kitu na do, because watu kuwa na uoga ile ati inaonekana na shout, ama kuna watu tu wako na kinyongo pia. It's like, we don't know you, dude, like why are we shouting? You understand? I mean, you can't blame them because they really don't know you. You just have to keep working. Yeah, but having friends who are there, it makes it even easier for other people who like your stuff to come through. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the best moments I can ever think about. I think one of the worst moments was me trying to get a show. Oh my goodness. Maze mob, kadha. I don't think it ever stops until you just be like, "Ay, hapana." Because when you decide to stop, it's a heavy decision. And when I decided, I was just like, "Wow." The survivor, but it is a decision you have to make at some point, right? So at that time, I think it hurt because these people knew my work. I'd done my best to show them, okay, this is what I do. And because at that point there was an opportunity to show your craft, and then now get you are the headline act, your own gig. So they had experienced me and the audience loved it, But then me trying to get the show, there was so much politics, right? It has happened before, but this one iliniuma because I really needed the show. I needed to do it because I loved the whole experience, the whole ambience. It is something I really wanted to do at that time. And I worked hard to get it, but I never did until today. But it was one of the most painful things I'd like to say. And it's one of the most painful things for any artist. Nika uko ready kufanya job, lakini job haikam. Yeah, I think so. And also, the moment I released my first video. So this next song is called Rumba Dancing. It's not off my EP like the other songs, and it's more of a happy song. Excuse my voice. Rumba Dancing niliandika because of that beautiful moment that you can share with your lover. Mkivibe too off the music. Because at one point my mom was talking to me about mziki ya kitambo, hiyo mziki bila jasho, right, rumba, and how that moment was just unexplainable and didn't have to be ratchet in any way, but just pure, full of love and amazing. So I chose to write about that. This is Rumba Dancing. Rumba, 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 dancing with you. Baby girl, that's all I kinda wanna do. So mpenzi, songa, songa na your groove. Jo leo nina rumba, dance up with you. Rumba, 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 dancing with you. Baby girl, that's all I kinda wanna do. So mpenzi, songa, songa na your groove. Jo leo nina rumba, dance up with you. Leo ni leo, sema kesho ni mupongo. So woke up to this girl straight up, Kimangoto. Said, girl, you look so fine. Do you mind, can I have some time? And then the lady just smiles. I ask her, do you have a guy? Anadaizi niko solo. So tell me, boy child, what do you wanna know? No, I don't have many questions for you tonight. But if I ask, baby, don't tell a lie. So I ask, can you dance? If you can I have that chance to rumba? Rumba, 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 dancing with you. Baby girl, that's all I kind of wanna do. So mpenzi, songa, songa na your groove. Jo leo nina rumba, dance up with you. Rumba, 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 dancing with you. Baby girl, that's all I kinda wanna do. Some penzi, songa, songa na your groove. Jo leo nina. Girl, I'm so blessed to have you in my life, oh yes. Napenda kuwa nawe, baby, no stress. Mapenzi unanipa, baby, cool me down. Praying for forever, please stick around to say yes. Yes, I do. Forever, baby girl, you'd be my boo. Don't worry about a thing, yeah, I choose you. All thanks to that night when we rumba, rumba, dance up with you. Rumba, 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 dancing with you. Baby girl, that's all I kinda wanna do. Some penzi, songa, songa na your groove. Jo leo nina rumba, dance up with you. Rumba, 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 dancing with you. Baby girl, that's all I kinda wanna do. So mpenzi songa songa na yo crew, leo nina rumba dance up with you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, da, da, da. Kata, 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 usiogope. Kata, kata, katika baby, usiogope. One more time, kata, 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 usiogope. Kata, kata, katika baby, usiogope. One more time, kata, 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 usiogope. Kata, kata, katika, katika, oh da 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 da. Rumba, 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 dancing with you, baby girl, that's all I can't what to do. So mpenzi songa songa na yo crew, leo nina rumba dance up with you. Rumba, 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 dancing with you, baby girl, that's all I can't what to do. So mpenzi songa songa na yo crew, leo nina rumba dance up with you. Yeah.